Hey coin enthusiasts, welcome back to MY channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and their histories. In today's video, we're going to uncover the full story behind the 1998 D1 Liberty coin, a gem in the numismatic world that carries a wealth of history and, for collectors, could hold a surprisingly big value in the market. If you love learning about coins that might be worth more than a penny, make sure to stick around until the end of this video. Before we dive into the coin's value, let's first uncover the background and historical context behind the 1998 D1 Liberty coin. This coin is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, a design that has captured the American spirit for more than a century. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was revolutionary as it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, Abraham Lincoln, on the obverse front. Brenner's portrayal of Lincoln has endured for over a century, with only slight modifications throughout the years. Up until 1958, the reverse of the coin featured two wheat ears, which gave these coins the nickname wheat cents. However, starting in 1959, the U.S. Mint replaced the wheat design with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, commemorating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This Lincoln Memorial reverse design continued until 2008, including the 1998 D1 Liberty coin we're discussing today. The letter D on the coin signifies that it was minted in Denver, Colorado. The Denver Mint is one of the most prominent mints in the United States, and has been producing coins since 1906. In 1998, the Denver Mint produced a large number of Lincoln cents, including the demint-marked coins that are now a subject of intrigue for collectors. By 1998, the Lincoln cent had undergone several changes in composition. Originally, the penny was made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. However, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. Thus, the 1998 D penny is primarily made of zinc 97.5% with a thin copper plating 2.5%, giving it the familiar copper-like appearance while keeping production costs down. The late 1990s were a time of rapid economic growth in the U.S., often referred to as the dot-com boom. With increased internet usage and stock market growth, coins like the 1998 D penny circulated heavily. This means millions of these pennies were used in everyday transactions, making mint-condition examples all the more valuable today. This economic boom also fostered a renewed interest in coin collecting, particularly among those fascinated by the history and design changes of U.S. currency. Understanding the important features of the 1998 D1 Liberty coin helps us see why this coin is more than just pocket change. Here are some key characteristics. Features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln is facing right, with the inscription, "In God We Trust." Above his head, Liberty, to the left, and the year 1998, to the right, displays the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can even see Lincoln's statue in the center of the memorial, a detail often missed in casual observation. The inscriptions, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum, are placed above the memorial, with the denomination, 1 cent, at the bottom. The D mint mark, signifying its minting at the Denver facility, is located just below the date. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Collectors and numismatists alike are always on the lookout for varieties and errors that increase the value of a coin. For the 1998 D1 Liberty coin, there are a few notable varieties and errors that can significantly boost its market value. One of the most famous varieties in 1998 Lincoln cents is the close AM and wide AM error. This refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in America on the reverse side of the coin. On business strike coins like the 1998 D, the letters A and M are supposed to be close together. Some 1998 D pennies mistakenly feature a wider gap between the A and M, which is an error typically found on proof coins. The wide AM variety is significantly rarer and can fetch much higher prices among collectors. Finding a 1998 D penny with the wide AM error is like discovering a hidden treasure, as these coins are sought after for their rarity. Beyond the closed AM/wide AM varieties, collectors often seek out coins with striking errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks. These minting errors can elevate the value of a 1998 D penny by hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and visibility of the error. Let's get into the big question. How much is the 1998 D 1-cent Liberty coin worth? If your 1998 D penny has been in circulation and shows signs of wear, its value is typically just face value, 1 cent. However, even circulated coins might sell for a slight premium if they are in particularly good condition or possess a rare variety or error, such as the wide AM variety. The real value comes in with uncirculated or mint-state coins. A 1998 D penny in MS65 condition, which means it's in excellent, almost untouched condition, can be worth $10 to $20. Higher grade coins in MS66 or MS67 can bring in $50 to $100 or more at auction. If your 1998 D penny is in pristine condition, it could fetch even more from a serious collector. Now, if you happen to own a 1998 D wide AM penny, you're in luck. Depending on the condition, these coins can sell for anywhere between $100 and $500. And if the coin is in top-notch condition with a high grade, it could be worth even more. On rare occasions, error coins or high-grade wide AM coins have been known to sell for $1,000 or more, particularly at major auctions. So there you have it. The 1998 D 1-cent Liberty coin may seem like an ordinary penny, but it holds incredible value for collectors, especially if it features unique varieties like the wide AM error. Whether you're a casual coin enthusiast or a serious collector, this penny is worth more than a second look. Keep an eye out for those rare varieties and pristine examples, because they could be worth big money. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've found any rare pennies in your collection, and until next time, happy coin hunting. This detailed script ensures you cover every aspect of the 1998 D 1-cent Liberty coin, from its historical background to its potential worth in the current coin market, keeping your viewers informed and engaged. Hey there, coin collectors and history enthusiasts, welcome back to MY channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, uncovering their history, value, and potential worth. Today, we're turning our attention to a coin that might look ordinary at first glance but holds incredible historical significance and, for collectors, a potential treasure trove of value. We're talking about the 1984 D Lincoln cent, also known as the 1984 D 1-cent Liberty penny. Stick around, because we're about to break down the full story behind this coin, from its design to its current value, and even why some of these seemingly simple pennies can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Before diving into the specifics of the 1984 D penny, let's take a quick look at the broader context of the Lincoln cent series, which this coin is a part of. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent broke with tradition by being the first U.S. coin to feature the portrait of an American president. It was a bold decision for the time, but it proved to be incredibly popular, and the Lincoln cent has remained a mainstay in American currency ever since. The original reverse side of the coin featured two wheat ears flanking the words, 1 cent, and United States of America. This design was replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial design, which continued until 2008. In 1984, we were still in the Lincoln Memorial era of the cent, making this coin part of a rich history of U.S. coinage. The 1984 D Lincoln cent was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark just below the date. The coin's obverse, front, features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which had been used on all Lincoln cents since 1909. On the reverse, back, the coin showcases the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which had been in use since 1959. The 1984 D penny is composed primarily of zinc, with a thin copper coating. This was part of a significant change in the U.S. Mint's production of pennies. Prior to 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper, but due to rising copper prices, the Mint switched to a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper-plated zinc, starting mid-1982. The 1984 D penny, therefore, is part of the newer generation of zinc-based cents. One key detail about the 1984 D penny is that, while billions of these coins were minted, there are certain varieties and errors that can make them particularly valuable to collectors. The 1984 D penny was minted in large numbers at the Denver Mint, with approximately 5.5 billion of these coins produced. This high production number means that the coin is generally not considered rare in its standard form. However, that doesn't mean all 1984 D pennies are created equal. Some special factors can make certain examples much more valuable than others, as we'll discuss later. This is where things get exciting. While the vast majority of 1984 D Lincoln cents are worth only face value, some era coins from this year have sold for significant amounts at auction, making them highly sought after by collectors. One of the most famous era varieties for the 1984 Lincoln cent is the doubled die obverse. This error occurs when the die that strikes the coins is improperly manufactured, resulting in a coin that shows noticeable doubling in certain areas of the design. For the 1984 Lincoln cent, the doubling is most prominent in Lincoln's ear, giving rise to the term doubled ear. This error makes Lincoln appear as if he has an extra ear or that his ear has been doubled. The doubling can also sometimes be seen in other areas, such as Lincoln's beard and parts of the motto, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." Depending on the coin's condition, 1984 D doubled die obverse pennies can be worth anywhere from $20 to $3,000. Pennies in uncirculated condition MS63 or higher are typically the most valuable, especially if the doubling is prominent and the coin has retained its original luster. In addition to the doubled die, other errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, and repunched mint marks are also known to occur on 1984 D pennies. These types of errors can also increase a coin's value, although not as dramatically as the double die error. As with any collectible coin, the condition or grade of the 1984 D penny plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect, uncirculated coin. Here's a quick breakdown of how the condition of a 1984 D penny can impact its worth. Pennies in this condition show heavy wear and may have lost much of their finer details. These coins are generally only worth their face value. A coin in fine condition will still show signs of wear, but the details in Lincoln's hair and the lines in the Lincoln Memorial are still visible. These coins might be worth a small premium to collectors, but not much more than face value. A penny in this condition shows light wear, with most of the details still sharp and clear. These coins are more desirable and can fetch a small premium over face value. Uncirculated pennies are the most valuable, especially if they have been well preserved and show no signs of wear. The 1984 D pennies in uncirculated condition, especially those with the doubled die obverse error, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Proof versions of the 1984 D penny do not exist because proofs were only struck at the San Francisco Mint with an S mint mark. If you come across a D mint mark on a 1984 proof, it's likely a counterfeit. The value of a 1984 D Lincoln cent depends largely on its condition and whether it features any errors. Here's a breakdown of the potential values. While billions of 1984 D pennies were minted, it's the rare era varieties and uncirculated examples that collectors are most interested in. The 1984 D double die obverse penny, in particular, can be worth a small fortune if it's in good condition. These coins are scarce, and the demand for high-quality examples remains strong among collectors. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1984 D Lincoln cent with the double die obverse error, you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands of dollars. So there you have it, everything you need to know about the 1984 D Lincoln cent. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to pay attention to the coins in your pocket, it's worth keeping an eye out for this special penny. With its rich history, unique era varieties, and potential for significant value, the 1984 Lincoln cent is far more than just a piece of spare change. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and value, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another video. And don't forget to check your change, you might just have a small fortune hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into a small but mighty coin that has captured the fascination of collectors worldwide, the 1982 1-cent Liberty coin. What might seem like an ordinary penny is far more than just loose change. Behind this coin lies an intriguing history, mysterious varieties, and, in some cases, immense value. Stick around as we explore the full story of the 1982 Liberty cent and uncover how much it's really worth today. The 1-cent Liberty coin, or more commonly known as the Lincoln penny, has a long and storied history, dating back to its first issue in 1909, in honor of President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. It was the first coin in U.S. history to feature an actual person's portrait, breaking from the tradition of using symbolic representations of liberty. However, our focus is on the 1982 edition, a year that marked a pivotal change in the history of the U.S. penny. Before we discuss why this particular year is so special, let's quickly talk about the years leading up to 1982. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, the United States experienced significant inflation, affecting the cost of producing the 1-cent Liberty coin. The penny was originally made primarily of copper, a metal whose price was steadily rising. By 1982, it became more expensive to mint a penny than its actual face value. This rising cost forced the U.S. Mint to make a critical decision that forever changed the penny's composition. 1982 is known as the year of transition for the Lincoln cent. Up until that point, pennies were composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but due to the rising costs, the U.S. Mint switched to a cheaper composition of 97.5% zinc with a 2.5% copper plating. The zinc core pennies were far less costly to produce, and this transition saved the U.S. Mint millions of dollars in production costs. What makes 1982 fascinating for collectors is that it was a transitional year where both copper and zinc pennies were struck, and several different varieties were created. These varieties are a key reason why some 1982 pennies are highly valuable. Here's where things get really interesting. Not only was the composition of the 1982 penny changed, but there were also multiple die varieties produced that year, making it one of the most complex years for Lincoln cents. The distinction between large date and small date refers to the size of the date numerals on the obverse side of the coin. This creates a plethora of collecting opportunities, as each of these varieties is sought after for different reasons. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams while the zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Using a precision scale is the best way to determine the metal composition. Copper pennies have a distinct ring when dropped, while zinc pennies produce a duller sound. Among these varieties, the 1982 small date copper and 1982D small date copper are considered the rarest and most valuable. The small date variety was struck in smaller quantities, and even fewer were produced in copper, making them a collector's dream find. Now that we understand the varieties, let's talk value. The standard 1982 zinc pennies are generally worth only face value, especially if they are circulated. However, the copper varieties, particularly those with the small date, can fetch significant premiums depending on their condition. In circulated condition, copper pennies usually sell for around 2 to 5 cents primarily because of the melt value of copper. Uncirculated or mint condition 1982 copper pennies can command higher prices, ranging from $1 to $5 depending on their grade. But here's where things get exciting for collectors if you find a 1982 small date copper penny in mint state condition. Its value can skyrocket into the hundreds of dollars. Some of these coins, especially those certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC, have sold for over $1,000 at auctions. In recent years, 1982 Lincoln pennies have fetched impressive prices at auctions. A 1982 D small date copper penny sold for an astonishing $18,800 in a heritage auction. A 1982 small date copper penny in MS-67 red high mint state grade with a full red color sold for $10,560 at another auction. These high auction prices reflect the rarity and demand for well-preserved copper. Varieties of the 1982 penny. As we've discussed, the copper small date varieties are the most valuable. Identifying the exact variety of your 1982 penny is crucial. The state of preservation plays a significant role in determining the coin's worth. Uncirculated coins with no wear are far more valuable than those that have seen use. Lincoln cents are graded based on their color: red RD, red brown RB, and brown BN. The redder the coin, the higher its value. Coins graded as RD command the highest prices because they are closest to their original mint luster. The small date copper pennies are scarce, and even among those, finding one in top condition is rare. If you're a collector or someone who enjoys treasure hunts, searching for valuable 1982 pennies can be a thrilling and potentially rewarding experience. Here are some tips. Although most 1982 pennies in circulation are zinc, you might get lucky and find a rare copper variety. Always be on the lookout. As mentioned earlier, weighing your pennies is the best way to differentiate between copper and zinc. If you can find unsearched penny rolls from 1982, there's a chance you might discover a high-grade copper penny. If you believe you have a rare variety, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This can significantly increase its market value. As time goes on, the value of rare 1982 pennies is expected to increase. The supply of high-grade, copper small-date varieties is limited, and as more collectors seek to complete their Lincoln cent collections, demand will rise. If you happen to own one of these rare pennies, you could see its value appreciate significantly in the coming years. So there you have it, the story of the 1982 1-cent Liberty coin. From its humble origins as a simple penny to its role as a key player in U.S. mint history, this coin offers much more than meets the eye. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, the 1982 Lincoln cent is one coin you don't want to overlook. And who knows? That penny in your pocket might just be worth a fortune. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next exciting. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts, to another deep dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Today, we're going to take an in-depth look at a coin that may seem small but holds significant historical value, the 1981 1-cent Liberty coin, also known as the Lincoln cent. While it's a common coin, there are factors that could make it worth much more than its face value, especially for collectors. So stick around as we explore its full history, design, and most importantly, its potential value in the world of numismatics. The 1-cent Liberty coin is part of the legendary Lincoln cent series, a coin series that has been in circulation for over a century. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln cent was created to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It marked the first time a U.S. president's face appeared on circulating coinage. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, a Lithuanian immigrant, whose initials, VDB, originally appeared on the reverse of the coin, though they were removed shortly after the coin's release due to public complaints. The reverse of the Lincoln cent from 1909 to 1958 featured 2 wheat ears, leading to the coin being called the wheat cent. In 1959, the design was changed to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The wheat ears were replaced with the Lincoln Memorial, a design that continued until 2008, making it the reverse design for the 1981 1-cent Liberty coin that we are focusing on today. Now, let's discuss the specific details of the 1981 Lincoln cent. The obverse of the coin, featuring the bust of President Abraham Lincoln, remained virtually unchanged since its introduction. Lincoln's portrait is accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year of minting, 1981. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, depicts the Lincoln Memorial, which was the national monument dedicated to the former president in Washington, D.C. Look closely, and you'll even see a tiny engraving of the Lincoln statue within the memorial. Along the rim of the reverse, the inscriptions read, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. The denomination, 1 cent, is prominently displayed below the memorial. In 1981, these coins were struck using copper-plated zinc, which was a transition from the 95% copper coins minted before. The 1981 penny was one of the last Lincoln cents to be struck using mostly copper, which adds to its historical significance. The 1981 Lincoln cent was produced at 3 different U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia no mint marked, Denver marked with a D, and San Francisco marked with an S for proof coins. The majority of the 1981 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and these do not carry a mint mark. The Denver Mint also produced a large number of these pennies, and they are marked with a small d below the year on the obverse. San Francisco produced proof coins for collectors, which are marked with an S, and are known for their mirror-like finish and sharper details. There is also a key variation of the 1981 Lincoln cent that collectors keep an eye out for: the Type 1 and Type 2 proof coins. The 1981 S-proof Lincoln cent comes in 2 varieties. Type 1 features a filled or blurry S mint mark, while the more desirable Type 2 has a clearer, more defined S. The Type 2 proofs are significantly rarer and can fetch a higher premium. When it comes to determining the value of a 1981 Lincoln cent, several factors come into play. Let's break down these key elements. Like most collectible coins, the condition, or grade, of a 1981 Lincoln cent is paramount in determining its value. Coins that have never been circulated, i.e., uncirculated or proof condition, command higher prices. Collectors use a grading scale called the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 poor to 70 perfect. A 1981 Lincoln cent in mint state MS-65 or higher will be worth significantly more than a circulated one that shows wear and tear. The location where the coin was minted also plays a role in its value. In general, proof coins San Francisco Mint, and those with certain errors or rare variations, are more valuable. As mentioned earlier, the Type 2 1981 S-proof cent is highly sought after. Error coins are a huge draw for collectors. Errors on coins can happen during the minting process, and they are often considered rare and valuable. Some known errors on 1981 Lincoln cents include off-center strikes, double dies, and die cracks. Coins with these kinds of errors can be worth a premium compared to regular issues. Although the 1981 Lincoln cent was produced in large numbers, specific varieties like the 1981 S-Type 2 proof are much rarer. Additionally, coins in pristine condition that have survived for decades without significant wear are becoming scarcer over time, which can increase their value. Most 1981 Lincoln cents found in circulation today are only worth their face value, 1 cent. However, even circulated coins with minimal wear could fetch around 5 cents to 10 cents each, depending on their condition. An uncirculated 1981 Lincoln cent, graded MS-65 or higher, can be worth between $2 and $5. Coins in MS-67 condition, which are very rare, can command much higher prices, sometimes reaching $50 or more. The 1981 S-proof Lincoln cent in Type 1 generally ranges between $5 and $10. But the rarer Type 2 proof can sell for as much as $75 to $150 or more, depending on its grade. Error coins can range dramatically in value. For example, a double die or off-center error could range from $50 to several $100s, depending on the severity and the coin's condition. You might wonder how a coin that's just a few decades old and was minted in the billions could be worth big money. Here's WHY.as mentioned earlier. The 1981 Lincoln cent is one of the last years when pennies were primarily made from copper. With copper prices rising, the intrinsic metal value of these coins could increase over time. While it is currently illegal to melt down pennies for their copper content, this could change in the future, making pre-1982 pennies more valuable. As with any collectible, the value increases over time as pristine examples become rarer. Finding a 1981 Lincoln cent in near-perfect condition is becoming increasingly difficult, which can drive up demand among collectors. The rare 1981 S-Type 2 proof coin has already proven to be a valuable collectible. Its scarcity and the demand from numismatists make it highly sought after. While many 1981 pennies are still in circulation, their supply will dwindle over time as they are lost or damaged. This natural attrition, coupled with the growing interest in coin collecting, may cause their value to rise even further in the future. The 1981 1-cent Liberty coin may seem like an ordinary penny, but its history, copper content, and potential for rare varieties make it much more interesting than its face value suggests. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started in coin collecting, keep your eyes peeled for pristine, uncirculated examples and rare varieties like the 1981 S-Type 2 proof. You never know, what seems like a simple penny could be worth much more than you expect. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1981 Lincoln cent, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos on coins, their history, and their value. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back to MY Channel, where we dive deep into the history of coins and their incredible value. In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the smallest yet most significant coins in modern European history, the €1 coin from 1999. Although this coin may seem ordinary, it has a rich history, important value in the world of numismatics, and for collectors, it could be worth more than you might think. Before we get into its potential worth, let's first dive into the coin's full history and understand why it holds such importance. The €1 coin of 1999 is special not just because of its size or denomination but because of the monumental historical shift that took place in Europe during that time. The coin represents the beginning of a new era in European economic and monetary integration. The euro was officially introduced as a virtual currency on January 1, 1999. The introduction of the euro was part of the European Union's larger plan to integrate the economies of its member states more closely, leading to a unified monetary system. The idea of creating a common European currency had been in discussion for decades, starting in the post-World War II era, but it wasn't until the 1990s that it became a reality. This bold move was seen as a way to foster stability, improve trade, and reduce the risks of fluctuating exchange rates within Europe. The euro was initially used for electronic transactions and was later introduced in the form of physical coins and banknotes in 2002. However, 1999 marked the very first year of the euro in financial circulation. The €1 coin was introduced as part of the euro currency system in 1999, even though physical coins weren't issued until 2002. The 1-cent coin is the smallest denomination in the euro system, symbolizing accessibility and everyday transactions. Despite its low face value, it plays a crucial role in pricing and commerce across the Eurozone, ensuring accuracy in transactions. What makes the €1 coin from 1999 historically significant is that it represents the very beginning of the euro's financial integration. Although people weren't physically holding the coin in 1999, the design and production were already underway, setting the stage for the introduction of euro coins in 2002. The €1 coin may be small, but it has a distinctive design that reflects both national pride and European unity. Here's a closer look at the key design elements. The design on the obverse side of the €1 varies from country to country, reflecting the unique national identity of each member state. When the euro was introduced, each country was allowed to create its own national symbol on the coin's obverse side, while the reverse side would remain the same across the Eurozone. For instance, Germany's €1 features an oak twig, a symbol of strength and endurance. In contrast, Spain's design features a depiction of the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. The national designs on the obverse side of the 1999 €1 coin are rich in symbolism and represent the diverse cultures and histories of the European Union member states. The reverse side of the €1 coin features a common design used across all Eurozone countries. It shows a globe, specifically Europe, positioned in the center, symbolizing Europe's place in the world. The globe is surrounded by 12 stars, representing the original 12 member states of the European Union. This imagery reflects unity, peace, and cooperation within the European continent, Designed by Belgian artist Luc Luix, the reverse side is a striking representation of European solidarity. The common design helped create a sense of shared identity, no matter which member state issued the coin. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1999 1 euro coin valuable? After all, it has a face value of just 1 cent, so how could it possibly be worth more? Here's where the value of this coin goes beyond its face value. For collectors, the value of a coin is determined by several factors beyond its face value, such as its rarity, historical significance, and condition. The 1999 1 euro coin holds a special place in the world of numismatics because it marks the very first year of euro circulation, virtually making it one of the earlier minted coins. The coin's value increases if it was minted in smaller quantities or in countries where fewer coins were produced. For instance, 1999 1 euro coins from smaller Eurozone countries like Luxembourg, Malta, or Cyprus are often rarer than those from larger economies like Germany or France. The condition of a coin is also crucial to its value. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition, known as mint state, or uncirculated, are worth much more than those that have seen heavy use. Coins graded highly by official coin grading services can fetch significantly higher prices. If you happen to have a 1999 1 euro coin in pristine condition, especially if it's from a smaller country with a limited mintage, it could be worth more than just its face value. Collectors are often willing to pay a premium for rare, well-preserved coins, especially from significant years like 1999. The 1999 1 euro coin is historically significant because it was minted in the very first year of the euro's existence. Even though physical coins weren't introduced until 2002, the 1999 date holds a special place in history as the moment when Europe officially embarked on its unified currency journey. This historical importance increases its appeal to collectors who appreciate coins that represent pivotal moments in history. Coin variations or errors also add value to certain coins. Some 1999 1 euro coins may have slight minting errors or design anomalies, which can significantly increase their value. Collectors highly seek out these error coins because they are rare and unique. If you have a 1999 1 euro with an error, its value could be exponentially higher than a standard coin. So, how much could your 1999 1 euro be worth today? While most 1999 1 euro coins remain in circulation and are only worth their face value, some can fetch prices far higher depending on the factors we've discussed. For the average 1999 1 euro coin, its value will typically remain close to its face value, especially if it's been used extensively and shows wear and tear. However, uncirculated coins in mint condition, especially those from smaller Eurozone countries, can be worth more. Depending on the country of origin and condition, some 1999 1 euro coins have been known to sell for several euros, far above their face value. For example, rare coins or those with errors can sell for 50 to 100 euros or more at auction, depending on their condition and rarity. For collectors, the 1999 1 euro coin is a valuable piece of history and a symbol of European unity, which adds an emotional and historical value beyond its monetary worth. As with any coin, the long-term value of the 1999 1 euro will depend on factors such as supply, demand, and historical significance. While it's unlikely to make you rich overnight, a well-preserved 1999 1 euro coin, particularly from a rare mintage or with errors, could become more valuable over time. If you're a coin collector or investor, holding on to your 1999 1 euro coin in excellent condition may prove to be a wise decision. Over the next few decades, as the euro continues to shape Europe's economy and history, early coins like the 1999 1 euro could become even more sought after. The 1999 1 euro coin might be small in size, but it carries enormous historical weight. It represents the birth of a unified European currency and reflects the diversity and unity of the Eurozone. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or simply someone who appreciates the beauty of history, this coin holds far more value than its face suggests. So, the next time you come across a 1999 1 euro coin, take a closer look, you might just be holding a valuable piece of European history. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all our videos on the fascinating world of coins. Welcome back, coin collectors and history buffs. In today's episode, we dive deep into the fascinating story of the 1986 1-cent Liberty coin, one of the most iconic and historic coins in American numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is not just a piece of currency. It's a link to American heritage, a story of craftsmanship, and potentially worth much more than its face value. Show an old map of the United States from the 1980s, with images of Ronald Reagan, news clips, and scenes from the era.to fully appreciate the 1986 1-cent Liberty coin. We must first travel back to 1986, a year that marked significant political, cultural, and economic moments in the United States. Ronald Reagan was midway through his second term as president, and the country was navigating a period of optimism and technological growth, punctuated by the emergence of personal computing and the growth of Wall Street. But while America was rapidly evolving, its coinage retained deep-rooted symbolism. The humble penny, with its enduring design, continued to carry forward a vision of liberty and unity that had been part of the nation since its founding. Transition to a close-up of the coin, highlighting key features: the Lincoln bust, Liberty, and the year 1986. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1986 1-cent Liberty coin. This penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, is part of the series that began in 1909, commemorating the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. On the obverse, front side, we have the iconic bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's face remains solemn and reflective, symbolizing his pivotal role in the Civil War and the abolition of slavery. Above Lincoln's image, we see the word liberty, representing the core ideals that the United States was built upon: freedom, equality, and the pursuit of justice. The year 1986 is placed to the right of Lincoln's portrait, marking the coin's mint year. This specific year was relatively stable in terms of minting, but there are unique features and variations that make this penny worth examining closely. More on that soon. Show images of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., then transition back to the coin's reverse side. Now, let's flip the coin and examine the reverse side. From 1959 until 2008, the reverse of the Lincoln cent featured the majestic Lincoln Memorial, a fitting tribute to the president who preserved the Union. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the Lincoln Memorial on the penny signifies unity and the enduring legacy of the American Republic. If you look closely enough, between the columns of the memorial, you can spot a tiny engraving of Lincoln himself sitting in the statue, a subtle detail that makes these pennies even more special. Let's talk minting. The 1986 1-cent Liberty coin was produced by three primary mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark, while those struck in Denver bear the famous D mint mark. San Francisco coins, mainly for collectors, have an S mint mark and were part of proof sets. The Philadelphia and Denver mintages for 1986 were enormous, with over 4.4 billion pennies produced. However, San Francisco produced a much smaller quantity of proof coins, making them more desirable to collectors. The coin is composed primarily of zinc, 97.5%, and plated with a thin layer of copper, 2.5%, a change that began in 1982 when the price of copper made the older 95% copper pennies too costly to produce. Now, here's where things get interesting for collectors: error coins. Coins with minting mistakes are highly sought after, and the 1986 1-cent Liberty coin is no exception. Some of the errors to look out for include double die obverse, where Lincoln's portrait or the text on the coin is doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. These errors can drastically increase a coin's value, with some error pennies fetching hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their rarity and condition. Another common error to watch for is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is not properly centered, creating an unusual and rare appearance. These off-center pennies can command significant premiums, especially when they are more than 50% off-center and still show the date. Grading plays a massive role in determining the value of your 1986 1-cent Liberty coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect mint state coin, free of any blemishes or wear. For a circulated 1986 penny, you're likely looking at a value close to its face value unless it has significant historical or error value. However, uncirculated and proofed coins in higher grades, particularly those graded MS65 or higher, can be worth several dollars, and more if the coin has unique errors or characteristics. Proofed coins from the San Francisco Mint, especially those preserved in flawless condition, can fetch higher values due to their limited production and immaculate details. Now, let's talk numbers. The value and worth of the 1986 1-cent Liberty coin. In terms of basic face value, the penny remains a humble 1 cent. But for collectors and numismatists, the real value lies in the coin's condition, mint mark, and whether it has any unique features or errors. A typical 1986 penny from the Philadelphia or Denver Mint in circulated condition is usually worth just its face value, but in uncirculated or mint state condition, it can be worth anywhere from 50 cents to $3. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint can be worth more, especially in higher grades, ranging from $5 to $10 depending on their condition. Error coins, such as those with doubled dies or off-center strikes, can range in value from $50 to over $500 depending on the severity of the error and the coin's overall grade. In rare cases, high-quality examples with exceptional eye appeal or unique provenance have fetched even higher amounts at auction, making the 1986 penny a potential treasure in disguise. So, the next time you come across a 1986 1-cent Liberty coin, don't dismiss it as just another penny. Take a closer look. It might be a piece of American history with hidden value. Whether it's a well-preserved proof, a rare error coin, or simply a sentimental piece of the past, these coins have a story to tell, and sometimes, that story is worth much more than a single cent. Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. And remember, every coin in your pocket has a tale waiting to be discovered. Happy collecting! Here's a bonus tip for serious collectors. Always store your valuable coins in protective holders or coin albums to preserve their condition. And if you're really into collecting, consider getting your coins professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. It can add immense value to your collection in the long run. This script provides a deep dive into the 1986 1-cent Liberty coin's history, design, errors, and value. It's perfect for keeping viewers engaged, whether they're casual collectors or serious numismatists. Welcome back, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. In today's video, we dive deep into a fascinating piece of European currency, the €1 coin from 2002. It's more than just pocket change. This small but significant coin carries a rich history, special value, and, under certain conditions, could be worth a surprising amount of money. Stick around as we explore everything you need to know about this tiny yet powerful piece of European monetary history. Before we jump into the value of this coin, let's rewind to the early 2000s, a monumental time in European history. The euro, as we know it today, was introduced on January 1, 1999 in electronic forms like bank transfers and credit cards. However, the physical euro coins and notes didn't come into circulation until January 1, 2002. This was the dawn of a new era as 12 European countries abandoned their individual currencies and embraced a unified monetary system under the European Union's Economic and Monetary Union. The €1 coin, which is the focus of today's video, was among the smallest denominations of the new currency system. The euro itself replaced long-standing national currencies such as the German Deutsche Mark, the French franc, the Italian lira, and many more. Germany, being one of the key players in the European Union, played a critical role in minting these new coins. The 2002 €1 coins were produced in various German mints, each of which is identified by a unique letter. Our coin today was minted in the Munich Mint as denoted by the D mint mark. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the €1 coin. Although small in size, its design is rich with symbolism. The obverse side of the 2002 €1 centi coin displays the common European design. It shows a globe, with Europe prominently featured, and stretches out to encompass parts of Africa and Asia. This symbolizes the European Union's connection to the global community. Surrounding the globe are the 12 stars of the European Union, a symbol of unity and harmony among the member states. The reverse side features a smooth design with a simple denomination of €1. The numeral is large and bold, emphasizing the coin's value. Below the numeral, there's a smaller inscription of the year 2002, marking the coin's first year of circulation. Finally, the D mint mark located on the right side identifies the coin's origin from the Munich Mint. One notable feature of the coin is its material composition. Made from steel plated with copper, the coin has a reddish appearance, similar to the traditional pennies of several countries. However, its copper layer ensures durability and gives it that characteristic glow we associate with copper coins. You might be wondering, why does the mint mark matter? Well, the D mint mark on our 2002 €1 indicates that this coin was produced at the Munich Mint is one of the 5 primary mints in Germany, the others being in Berlin, Stuttgart, Karlsruhe, and Hamburg. Each of these mints is assigned a different letter. Berlin is A, Stuttgart is F, Karlsruhe is G, and Hamburg is J. This system allows collectors to easily trace where a coin was minted. For collectors, coins from certain mints are more desirable than others due to factors such as production numbers, minting errors, and historical significance. While the Munich Mint produced a large number of €1 coins in 2002, it's worth noting that over time, variations in quality, rarity, or condition can make specific coins more valuable than others. Now to the big question, what is the value of the 2002 €1 coin today? In general, the face value of the coin remains at 1 cent. However, for coin collectors the value can go far beyond that, depending on factors like condition, rarity, and demand. Let's break this down. If your 2002 €1 coin has been in circulation and shows signs of wear, its value is likely just the face value, €0.01. This is true for the majority of €1 coins found in circulation. An uncirculated or mint condition 2002 €1 coin is a different story. These coins can be worth €1 to €5 depending on the quality. In pristine condition, they are highly sought after by collectors looking to complete their Euro coin sets. This is where things get exciting. If your €1 coin has a minting error, such as a double strike, off-center strike, or a die crack, its value can skyrocket. Some error coins have sold for hundreds of euros at auction. Error coins are rare and highly prized among collectors, making them extremely valuable. While the €1 was not typically produced as a proof coin in 2002, special edition proof sets may have been created for collectors. These coins, with their mirror-like finish and impeccable quality, can fetch anywhere between €5 to €20. Beyond its condition, the value of the 2002 €1 coin is influenced by its rarity and collector demand. As a first-year issue of the physical euro currency, 2002 coins carry a certain level of historical significance. Collectors often seek out first-year coins as key pieces for their collections. While the €1 coin is not particularly rare in general, certain factors, such as its mint location and possible errors, can increase its desirability. Coins minted in smaller quantities or in mints with lower production numbers may become more valuable over time, especially if they remain in excellent condition. Additionally, as the euro evolves and physical coins face potential discontinuation in the future, early euro coins, like the 2002 €1, may become more valuable as collectibles. So, what about the future potential of the 2002 €1 coin? As time goes on, collectors anticipate that first-year euro coins will continue to gain value, especially as fewer of these coins remain in circulation. While currently a typical €1 coin in uncirculated condition might fetch around €5, its value could rise as more collectors enter the market or if the euro sees significant changes such as the discontinuation of smaller denominations. Some estimates suggest that within the next couple of decades, Well-preserved first-year euro coins could reach values of €50 or more, especially those with unique minting features or errors. In summary, though the 2002 €1 cent coin may seem like small change today, it holds big potential for collectors. Its historical significance, coupled with collector demand, ensures that this little coin will remain a valuable piece of European numismatic history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history, value, and potential worth of the 2002 €1 cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting, this coin is a reminder that even the smallest pieces of currency can carry incredible significance and value. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating insights into the world of coins, and leave a comment below with your favorite euro coin. See you next time, and happy collecting!